The first month of 2022 is coming to an end already. So how are things going? Not to put you under any form of pressure, but how much have you been able to achieve in a month? Today, let's talk about 3 ways to increase your efficiency as we journey through the year. Hello again, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching, it's my pleasure to have you. On this channel, we share truths in relatable ways. And if you like what you see at the end of this episode, please go ahead and hit the like, share, subscribe, and of course the notification bell to make sure you're notified of new episodes. On the last episode, we talked about preparing for surprises in 2022. On this episode, let's talk about how to increase your efficiency as we settle into the year. Now, efficiency is the quality of being able to do a task successfully without wasting time or energy. So we're simply looking at 3 ways to do more with less energy and time this year. Number 1, be open to suggestions from people. Starting a YouTube channel was definitely not one of my goals for 2021. I had my sights on something else entirely until someone suggested that I start this channel. And although at first I discounted that idea, I later gave it some thought and here we are. But I've not always been this way. I used to be very rigid and set in my ways, which is a long sentence for. But in 2013, I set a particular goal for myself and discounted several suggestions from several people who advised me differently. And I wish I could tell you that I was right and they were wrong, but they were right. Months down the line, the adversity I had seen gave me the same advice as those people, and this time I had to listen. But why did he have to take so much time and adversity to make me see what I could have seen if I had listened to people? I wasn't willing to do something, which is the second way to increase your efficiency. Number 2, be quick to edit your approach. I didn't listen to those people because I wasn't ready to edit my approach. I was exercising patience and long-suffering and keeping at my goal. But the drawback in keeping at something that isn't working is that it distracts you from exploring new ideas that may work. So don't just copy and paste the approaches that didn't work in the previous year. Edit them. Explore new approaches. Expand your horizon. Go beyond your comfort zone. Now, I'm sure you remember Ruth. She was being this hard-working lady, working in the fields of Boaz. Boaz even noticed her. Then they said some nice things to each other. But the guy wasn't making any moves. It took Ruth editing her approach after listening to suggestions from Naomi for that relationship to see the light of day. Number 3, go with the flow. Now, many times we try to swim against the tide of life and spend a lot of time and effort doing that. True, there are times when you need to put up a fight and chart your own course, but many times you just need to go with the flow. This was what I didn't understand in 2013. It wasn't time to fight, it was time to go with the flow. And because of that ignorance, I spent 2.5 years doing what should have taken me just a year. In other words, when you're going too slow, it may be because you're going against the flow. In the last episode, we talked about how the COVID-19 pandemic meant the end for some businesses while it signaled a new beginning for others. And this happened because while many businesses were protesting the COVID-19 lockdown because it was harming their business, some others were going with the flow and exploring remote opportunities. Right now, I'm doing 2 things that I love to do: standing pretty and sharing insights. And this happened because instead of trying to swim against the tide of the Twitter bar, I decided to go with the flow and start this channel. And here you are, returning every fortnight to watch. Thank you for that. So, as we journey through 2022, don't waste time. Be open to suggestions from people. Be quick to edit your approach. Go with the flow, and you will achieve much more in less time. Speaking of which, now that Twitter is back, let's go with the flow, shall we? Please follow me on my Twitter handle at Dr. Ajidara for some suggestions on new approaches for this year and beyond. And still speaking about suggestions, I certainly want to grow this channel in less time this year. And to achieve that, I'm open to suggestions from you, my esteemed viewer. So please leave them in the comments down below or in my DMs across my social media handles. That's it on this episode. Thank you again for watching. I remain your host, Ajidara, and I'll see you in the next episode. Stay inspired.